childhood musings, huh? So naive.
Let me get everything here set up. You are her.
So this was my childhood dream, huh?
Hello, hello. We ready to go? We need to switch POVs. So, Castellana POV. Welcome to hell, indeed. Alright. In the name of world-bearing Kefali, we'll never forget this. Oh dear. Oh boy, okay, so where we left off. Honestly, I feel like I should have rewatched my own VOD, even though, like, I hate listening to my own voice. Just because, like, so much happened. Okay, so we went through the play with Lygus being, like, not like Gallagher, being like Rekka. With the pausing reality and then things getting weird. But we are in Castellana's memories. Peak voice, well, always. Amphorius is always peak voice acting. We're in Castellana's memories. This is, I think, like, loop 1, technically, if you'd count the first original timeline as loop 0, because they hadn't looped yet. I think this is, like, loop 1? Castellana, I guess? It feels so weird to call him that. Loop 1, Castellana going to meet Ceridra. And
Light up the dawn.
being able to do that casually. Okay. It's so weird to get in this headspace because I hate pausing it in the middle of things like that, and now I'm like, where were we?
Nice moves.
Let me off.
Light up the dawn.
Nope. Man, we did break the... God, this is such a big radius.
We just washed it away and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
Oh, it just hit me. This is casual black tide in Dawn Cloud. I mean, I guess it is fall in Dawn Cloud, but, timeline-wise, I don't think that should be happening yet. But I guess they want to use fall in Dawn Cloud. Not sure how to feel about Heislin's voice. Yeah, last time I was saying it wasn't what I'd expected, but I kind of like it. Like, I don't know, I like when they have, like, different voices than what I expected. Like, Cypher's voice actress is peak. And, like, instead of the expected Kakarot voice, they were like, hey, let's do this other cooler voice. So I'm immediately like, hell yeah. Who knows if Cypher was able to lie this time? That's the thing, is if we're back in the time of Heislins and Ceridra, Cypher knew not Ceridra. Cypher knew Heislins, but didn't know Ceridra because Ceridra, well, she might have. And just didn't like her, didn't know her well, maybe. Because Cypher met Aglaya when Aglaya was still just the dressmaker and hadn't, like, come to rule Akama yet, which meant that they were living under Ceridra. So this should, like, still be in those initial 300 years when the Dawn device is good. And, like, I mean, maybe this, then again, I am also going off of our timeline, that's true. So, yeah, who knows what she was able to do is
Light up the dawn.
relevant. I could have ignored you, but I can also do this.
Light up the dawn.
He do be lighting up the dawn. So yeah, disregard everything I was rambling about. This is loop 1, anything goes. Hi, Heiselins.
The waters end here. The one you seek is beyond this point.
My one thing is, oh, I just realized she's got She has the Fire Emblem Heroes Hell Zombie Jelly torso. I'm like 50-50 on the dress. I keep going back and forth because I really didn't like it for a while, but now I'm kind of liking it again. I do wonder what's going on with that, but again, I'm just gonna be making Fire Emblem Heroes jokes about it now. I do like her shirt. I wish it was a proper shirt, but we'll never get that in a Hoyoverse game. She uses a lot of water terminology, which I get. She's the ocean demigod, but like, it's getting a little much.
At last, I can meet with Her Majesty Saridra herself.
Saridra. I'm gonna have to get used to that. First Cyrene, and now instead of Saridra, it's Saridra. Like, there's the slightest difference.
Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals, especially when the heads of those taller than her bend beneath her crown.
I also keep wanting to read this as Imperator. Saridra is short, yeah, we knew that from her drip marketing, though.
She really is down to earth.
No.
The second thing to note, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
Imperator.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Casterus.
Well, experience is a good thing. Stay sharp, and you'll be just fine.
Are we gonna see her? I am excited to meet her because I kind of decided a while back that I wanted to really like Saridra. Oh. That's unexpected. Hello. Well, not entirely unexpected in that I'm not surprised they're alive right now, but...
Duck's Goldweaver, little hostage. Apologies for keeping you waiting.
Duck's Gold... I guess Duck's Gladiatorium is also the title they gave her, so I guess the Ducks is the title that they got. Oh, the Trivios hostage era.
It's you.
Little hostage is weird? Not really. Like, if you read the readables and stuff about Trivios, like, man, their fragments are getting kidnapped all the time. They're being held hostage everywhere. It's a whole thing. I think it's... Oh man, I'd have to double check. I think Saridra and Heisland, like, freed Tribi, actually? From someone who was holding her hostage? Man, I don't remember.
You know them? Good. That makes things easier.
The Crisis War was, like, so messy. Trivios' fragments were getting held hostage and hunted down left and right. It was crazy.
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing. Where is Her Majesty Saridra?
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless Swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you were entitled to meet her. The Imperator decreed. The Deliverer will not appear in this age.
Oof.
Be wary of suspicious individuals. Come now, both of you. Let's finish our job.
I see. It's a trap.
Damn.
I had no intention of fighting. So remember this, Lady Hysealans. If my sword shows any hesitation, don't thank me. Thank them instead.
Oof.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceras hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
Oh, this again.
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide your fate.
Somebody having the ability to discern truth from lies in time travel scenarios is so handy. I feel like this is gonna go poorly, but like, God.
As you wish.
White-haired Swordmaster? If what you say is true, then you must know the fate of the world. So, how much do you know about what we read from the prophecy?
Oh, is this gonna be it? Is my back in like 3.1 and in 3.2, and I think also in 3.2. So I make bingo cards like every patch. I didn't really make one for 3.4 because I was going in as blind as possible, and thus I had like no idea what direction we were even gonna be going. But I think it was after 3. No, because it was definitely on my 3.1 bingo card. But I was like, the prophecy is a lie, and there's a moment where Trebios is talking to Yanis. And they, like, the way they talk about it is, like, it was like there were two paths they could choose. Like, Trebios didn't have to take the core flame, and in doing so, like, doomed all the Chrysos heirs. And if she, at that point, like, could have saved herself, but she, like, wouldn't have been able to save her family or something like that. There was just something weird about that, so I was always like, oh, the prophecy's a lie, and Trebios has, like, manipulated what parts of the prophecy we know about or something. Not necessarily maliciously, but are they gonna tell me?
Shall shatter into
Oh, no, they're talking about this.
And wither in the soil of foreign lands. Is that correct, Lady Trebi?
Darn.
How is this possible?
Time travel, bitch.
He got it right?
I thought we were gonna talk about the big prophecy, but fine. Okay. I guess that from 3.1 that I have to, like, rewatch to get the proper scene, but, ugh.
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here. At least, not in this era.
The prophet. Since when does the prophecy tell you when they'll appear? I mean, this is the beginning, and Aglaya and Loop Zero knew, like, oh, Mighty and Finan are here, that's the last of them, so they'll know everybody. So, like, I guess maybe that's something that also got lost. Because Aglaya, like, manually searches everybody now.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Trebi. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you, but do not seek him out. Because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie.
Oh.
I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Era Nova. Because I know both of you. And I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always remain the same. And so, the layers of rock began to reverse, and history wove itself anew.
And now we enter the time loop era, where you try to change things and fail.
Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader
Oh,
of the
we don't get to meet her.
journey, Saritra. And after a long and arduous negotiation, we came to an agreement.
And we're here now. We started here, and then we moved here. Now we're almost at the other side with a long, bloody trail.
The Imperator's alliance needed the destruction, and I was ready to pour all my strength into it. The spoils of the flame chase, the core flames, would be sealed by my hand.
Oh.
But the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, in our conquest of the Earth,
Uh-oh. Earth jump scare.
I had to prove that my power could transcend fate. In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, the Titankin of Georios, Terravox, killed the rampaging titan and took the core flame that supported the earth.
Oh, right. Against, oh, darn it, I wanted that phrase. Against Earth is Earth Titan, right. Anyways, Terravox reveal, woohoo! As a Titankin. But was... the mountain dwellers aren't Titankin, though. So different than them. Whew.
But this time, Amphorius encountered a turning point in its fate.
No?
Neither side suffered any losses.
Oh.
When I severed the titan's head and raised the core flame high, the crowd gathered around the scorched remains of the god, roaring with joy, cheering for the hero of the destruction, who had ignited the faint spark of life for the first time.
Oh no, they're doing the Blade trailer thing where the candles are the sparks of life. Oh no, not the Blade thing. Also, the hero of the destruction is... Oh boy. Lord Ravager Finan. What? Who said that?
Yes. In that flickering light, the once dark path ahead seemed to become clearer. I proved myself. And in the long years that followed, I brought down the other titans. One by one. I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also emerges from the lines of history.
Time travel, boy.
Until finally, the brutal future revealed by Era Nova is reversed.
Don't know about that one.
But tell me, if that's truly the case, why are we doomed to the same outcome?
Oh, boy. Well, it's not a surprise. One, because he's talking about cycle 1, or loop 1, of over 3 million. But two, first recurrence and... Oh, this must have been awkward for me. Man, I really wish they had different models in some extent. But, like, sure. Welcome to hell, finding population, you and Archer. Yeah, and, like, any other time travel protagonist. Anybody else in a time loop time travel nonsense. But, like, what was I saying? Oh, right, oh no, how are we doomed to the same outcome? Well, you see, the way I understand it right now is it's like, hey, you found the answer, so your scepter found the answer, so we submit the core flames and reveal unleash, that's the word I was looking for, unleash the black tide upon the world and kill Noose, hooray. Like, that is the only outcome. Killing the Titans and taking the core flames and not putting them in the vortex or letting them go out or whatever, it's like, cool. But, like, I think the scepter still has the answer to make the black tide to kill Noose, which is how I'm gonna refer to it having its goal, I don't know. Like, you're still you're still in a simulated world and you're still simulated people. Not putting the core flames in the vortex of Genesis isn't gonna change that.
The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius.
He sounds so much younger.
At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black tide with their mortal bodies, why didn't you shed even a single tear?
Ooh. He got kebbined.
Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just a bunch of insignificant footnotes?
Not the Kevin, not the Kevining. Even at just loop 1? Well, I mean, I guess Finan hit Kevin with just 1 loop, so.
Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been more violent.
It's so crazy to me how I'm like, oh yeah, this is Finan's voice, but then, like, because this is where he hit at the end of 3.3 and thus started in 3.4, etc., etc., and then we go back and we have, like, 3.0 Finan voice again, and I'm like, these are 2 different characters. Like, in just the voice acting alone. I'm like, oh yeah, these are 2 different people talking to each other, and they're just using the same model because Hoyo is so cheap when it comes to making new models. But they're the same guy.
This world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me. Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So,
He's always been such an angry boy.
draw your sword,
Ooh.
Executioner. I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive.
And thus, Executioner, as the title begins. Oof.
After that, he raised his sword and attacked. Then, Kaslana killed himself. That day, who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future. I can't remember anymore.
Oh god, now he's twice. Now he's twice My Hero
I
Academia.
only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone ball.
Not. Not the Sisyphus. Also, the way I look at this and I see gold band with blue gemstone decoration in my brain, and this is the Kremnos beetle. This is the goddamn Kremnos beetle, so I'm just like immediately, oh, mighty. God damn it. Oh, I'm too mighty built. Subtle. Subtle Sisyphus reference, okay.
Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again, and fall. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes resting on a gentler slope, leaning against the stone for a break. But its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope, and the nymph would always return to the starting point, beginning again. After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the 4th quint of curtain fall hour, then fall to the starting point in the first 15 seconds of the next entry hour. And my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time.
I feel like this hits a lot harder if you aren't used to time travel narratives. Because I love time travel bullshit and time loops and stuff. And so he's saying all this and I'm just like, yep, the typical suffering. Except for that one fandom trend based on Yggdrasil where everything just immediately turns into crack. But anyways, Eternal Recurrence number 1. Subject Castellana persuaded the 12 Chrysosers to recover all 12 core flames in a peaceful way. After verification, the unauthorized access did not have a substantive impact on the experimental process. Life cycles of the 12 Chrysos heirs were terminated strictly in the predetermined experimental sequence and successfully loaded into the buffer. Subject Castellana regressed the extrapolation process and abnormal fluctuations were detected in his mind function. Oh, I bet. In the predetermined experimental sequence. I wonder if that's like I was talking about this yesterday with Fire Emblem Awakening. Not yesterday, it was like 2 days ago. Fire Emblem Awakening is a time travel game. And part of the plot in that is that time seeks to return to its original state. So, like, you have the original timeline and then you change things, and the world tries to make those original events happen again. Like, if you save someone's life, then the timeline and, like, the world, like, acts in a way to try to get that person killed. Oh, you know Awakening? Great. Then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I wonder if the predetermined experimental sequence is like, oh, in cycle 0, this is the order in which they died. Or if it's just like, from the very beginning, the simulation was like, and they're going to die in this order. Just because I just think that's funny phrasing. Or fun phrasing, interesting phrasing. Yeah, regression. We're hitting the orb with this one. The first devastating failure. Thanks, Slagus. Oh god. Okay. Eternal Recurrence number 2. Subject Castellana adopted a strategy similar to the Eternal Recurrence 1. No substantive impact on the experimental progress was observed. Life cycles of the heirs terminated in sequence, and then it was regressed. Minor adjustments detected in Subject Castellana's strategy. Decision weighting for avoid sacrifice of past companions has been increased. After verification, the adjustment did not have a substantive impact on the experimental progress. Terminated in sequence, regressed. Eternal Recurrence number 15. Castellana attempted to decompile the Black Tide, aiming to elevate access privileges and execute unauthorized access authorization operations against specific subjects represented by the 12 Chrysos heirs. So, to decompile. What's funny is I have been making jokes about access privileges since we started to lean more into this stuff. I think it was 3.2. I don't know when I started, but like, and it might have been 3.0 even. Because of that one readable that talks about the Titans being like programs. And everyone was like, oh, computer world, they're like the programs keeping the programming running, something. And I started making jokes about becoming a demigod is just like inheriting the access privileges or admin profile or whatever. Aiming to elevate access privileges and execute unauthorized access authorization against specific subjects represented. So I'm like not super good at computer terminologies, but I'm trying to decode this. So I'm specific subjects represented by the heirs, so it sounds like he's trying to elevate his ability to and execute operations against specific subjects. So he's trying to manipulate Titan's data, I think, is what that is. Or he's trying to access, like, their profiles and the terminated in sequence and try to mess with that. Eternal Recurrence number 42. Subject Castellana's 11th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. The decision weighing for avoid sacrifices of past companions showed a minor decline. Life cycles terminated in sequence, regressed. Number 133. Analysis of observations from 83 to 132 indicates that Castellana's strategy is gradually converging with that of 42. Over-synchronicity risk detected. Potential cognitive function degradation is suspected. This will undoubtedly reinforce the Iron Tomb's destruction vector. Within expectations, no intervention required. Continue observation. And the admin is obviously Lygus. Over-synchronicity risk detected is, the way I'm reading that, is either timeline bleed Or the next line, this is about his mental state decreasing into how we see him today, where he like doesn't remember and can't really speak and isn't really processing, etc., and is just clinging to his original thoughts and goals. So that might be about this. Like his mind is kind of setting on this version of events and that goal. 134. Ooh. Until the end of the world. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna find a thread breaking it down better on Twitter or something when I let myself read Twitter threads again. $134.
Absolute nonsense.
Hi, Anaxa.
I thought cycles was the answer you were looking for.
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no fun in tracing it back to its roots.
Anaxa, we're dealing with the apocalypse.
Eons? Paths? What a load of nonsense.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts either.
He sounds so tired and he's only 134 in.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting this. The black tide came from beyond the sky. And everything else is no exception.
Casual black tide monsters in the background.
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history change, the Anaxa I know always remains as harsh as ever.
Crazy that they're willing to take out the NPCs for the Fide scenes, but they're not willing to take out the random Grove enemies in other cutscenes. Anyways.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles and crush them in their cradles.
Anaxa, please.
Too bad. Now only you have the ability to do that.
Extra work for the gays, true.
What's that supposed to mean? You're willing to help?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And in my opinion, the noble titans have no reason to refuse. Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles, you were my pupil.
He cares about his students so much.
I've already heard the same thing countless times.
Yep.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any other scholars, leave them to me.
Did you just get auto-modded? Oh,
We've
boy.
all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
Oh, is that just my settings? Oh, I have... No, you didn't get auto-modded, you're fine. That was just my mobile settings being dumb. We're all good, though.
Light up the dawn.
We do be lighting up the dawn with this one.
Light up the dawn.
Ignore the fact that it's a black hole.
Light up the dawn.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in past cycles.
You're already much luckier than the other students.
We're even in, like, a special thing. But I guess they wanted the enemies for that moment, so you could go burr.
Light up the dawn.
Hold up.
Oh yeah, the core flame does just sit here normally.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh.
Someone's watching us.
Hi, Cypher. Did Aglaya send you?
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought. As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down, it's you, isn't it, white hair?
No, boy.
You sure do love stealing the spotlight. In the name of the 7 sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the luminary throne. This is the sacred ground of reason, and no one may desecrate it.
I don't think Anaxa likes the car.
Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say the same thing twice, cat girl.
You know, I never thought about Anaxa's Cypher interactions, but this is perfect.
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod of trickery. That is just heartbreaking. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture me. Second, this is none of your business, Grove Boy. Step aside. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
What?
Here we go. Again.
Yep. We're really hitting that time travel tiredness.
Core flame thieves. You really think you can scare off a sage of the grove with nothing but empty threats?
This gloomy little brat's got a sharp tongue.
Hi, Bartholo. Stealing it already? Yep.
Not bad. I kinda like you. As a return favor, feast on Cersei's core flame right here. Aw, don't cry now.
Nope.
That was close. I'm out of here.
Yeah, we know. Okay, but... Well, I guess Finan has Orton, maybe?
They're
Finan
exactly
kissed
like all the past ones I've known.
Yeah, it's been 134 cycles, honey. I think you know how it works.
Cunning. And yet so naive.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Of course. When I first set out on the flame chase journey, Lady Treby never managed to teach me Oryx's miracle.
Oh, they are going to actually explain this in
But
plot.
along the way, I learned a thing or two.
Oh, just the Joshua Waters when I fucking get you. Oh, Bubbles eeping. He's eepy.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Surprise!
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in handy.
How is this
Oh,
possible?
car.
You've arrived, Zacharias. Always so punctual.
Ooh.
What? Do you know who I am?
I'm running out of patience,
Uh-oh.
so I'm not going to waste words. Listen up, spirit thief. Hand over the core flame, and let's pretend we never clashed. This way, you and this world can still be saved.
Hearing the name Zagreus trips you up because of Hades, that's fair, yeah. That feeling when two games pull the same obscure Greek myth character.
Save. You sing better than any bard. If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster Emphorius has ever known.
Oof.
No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames? Don't make me laugh. You'll just get consumed by the divine flames and drag this world down with you.
He's already done it 133 times. I think he knows the consequences.
134.
Yep.
What?
His Chinese name means white disaster, yeah.
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through. And the number of core flames I carry is...
Oh, he keeps them all? Oh, dear lord.
1,596.
What happens if we stab him with the moon sickle? Do they all just explode out? Is it like a jackpot arcade victory ticket reel?
Yes.
1,000 core flames and just a single Chrysos hair. How is that even possible?
Anaxis stares in horrified fascination. 100%.
I've come this far. And that's proof enough.
But someday you will burn to the ground.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blind me. But before that, they could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker. Now when I cut open your stomach, you won't feel a thing.
Ooh. Little bit of sorrow. Yeah, he is. I think he is. He's like growing fond of Finan in this conversation. And then Finan's like, oh no, yeah, I'm constantly on fire. And Anaxa is like, excuse me? Anaxa would do the same though, let's be real. I do love scary Finan, by the way.
This is the final warning.
Chronic pain headcanon now? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This man is constantly suffering. I know a lot of people like to give Mighty, like, well, not a lot of people, but I've seen a few people give Mighty a chronic pain headcanon, where, like, his body doesn't have the scars, but he, like, still feels it, and it gets, like, weird. I personally, I don't actually know, like, a term for this, but Mighty to me is, like, slightly dissociated almost 24/7, where, like, he doesn't feel pain as strongly as he should, and, like, gets weird about it. Partially inspired by my own attitude towards pain, which isn't nearly as extreme as the stuff he goes through, but, like, if I get, like, a paper cut that's annoying me, I'll be like, it's fine, the pain will go away, and then I won't remember what the pain felt like, so it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm really bad at, like, remembering what pain felt like. Like, burning your hand on, like, hot metal in the stove or something, which I don't do, for the record. I'm not stupid. I do wear gloves and such, but it's just the hand over the fire is the classic example of, like, learning how pain works. Like, I'll burn my hand and then be like, oh, that hurt, and I remember that it hurt, but if you asked me later on to describe, like, what that pain sensation felt like, I'm like, I don't know. I just know factually that it hurt. And I'm just like, that's Mighty to me. It's like, oh, Mighty, what did getting impaled and that there feel like? And he's like, I don't know. It hurt. I died. I bled out and died, and it kind of sucked. And it's like, oh, but was it a sharp pain or like a radiating pain or a dull throb? And it's like, I don't know. Anyways. I don't think that's not like actually dissociation or anything. But that's like, I don't know, I've never been able to get behind chronic pain Mighty because, like, that's how I think of him. Finan, on the other hand.
Fine.
Car.
Assume this world holds
Oop.
100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,000.
Capitalized now. I don't think it was capitalized the first time he said this line.
Certain destruction. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world, to achieve that 1 in 100 million possibility.
You know, I think we might need to up the numbers, actually. Because you're saying 1 in 100 million. We're at 33 million. So we're only a third of the way there.
Brad, if you got the guts, you'll have to first step over my dead body.
Oh boy. Oh god. I don't feel good about this.
This little brat is not a threat we can deal with just by ourselves.
A future with
Okay, I know this is just so that there's more enemies on the field. Why is Bartolos commanding the Black Tide right now?
Existence is of no consequence.
I hate these guys.
Future could come. I can't let them down. For tomorrow. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me.
I love the music cue for some reason. It's just so dramatic. Anyways. We can, so we must.
How absurd.
In my memories, Zagreus always meets the same end. Over and over again. Their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
This reason core flame before us is a fake. Obvious as day.
Ooh.
I know. It always plays out like this. The spirit thief covers for her, and the trickery demigod escapes with 2 core flames.
It's got the goddamn music. But it's so interesting hearing him speak like this because he's like, oh, this no longer stirs anything in my heart. But he's very clearly not speaking apathetically. He might in other languages, to be fair. This is the OST of his trailer. This is... Yeah, and there's the vocals. Yeah, this is his trailer song. Goddamn 4 Kevin. But as I was saying, it's interesting because he's like, oh, this no longer stirs anything in my heart, and it's, to be fair, it does mean sorrow. He's not like sad or guilty about it. But like he's so angry when he says this. Like he's getting frustrated with either himself or the world around him. Unclear at the moment, probably both. But he's like, oh, this doesn't stir anything in my heart. But he still has emotions. He's not as apathetic as he thinks he is. Hi, Cypher, why'd you come back?
And then, driven by defiance or hatred, she decides to stand before me once more.
What's really interesting about this scene for me as well, 1, Cypher, my girl, I love you so much, you care so much more. The 2 who like to pretend they don't care, but they do. But, there's a fic that I read, really fun fic, but, it's a headcanon post-Amphorius written and, like, planned before even 3.3, but it's just emotional aftermath of Amphorius with some other stuff going on, and in that fic, the author decided, they were like, no, I think Cypher really, really hates him for, like, what happened and what he did. So it was more so over, like, Aglaya than, like, this. But just seeing this as, like, one of those, like, oh, the writer, like, nailed the character really good, and it's great.
Exactly like the countless past hers I've known. Cunning. Yet so naive.
Ooh. But yeah, no, this song, Finance trailer dropped, and this is, like, instead of some grand hype moment, this is his music. This is Finance theme. So it's very much on YouTube. To loop, and I have looped it.
Since you've witnessed the same scene play out countless times, tell me, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far, in the cycles where you've asked this question, the endings haven't been so cruel.
Well, thank you for that. But I also believe that this time, you won't catch up to me. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore.
Ugh.
With or not, I'll still tell you this. You've made the wrong decision.
Whew.
All right then. We'll see.
Silence.
I was gonna say an accent.
This is new.
One-eyed boy. What are you trying to pull now?
Go, Cythera. Give us some time in private. This isn't for her, but for you. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss a possibility.
Oof.
Maybe the road you're walking is not one of salvation, but one that will simply drag the world into the flames.
Teacher to the end.
For old time's sake, turn back. I don't care how many times you've tried, because there's one thing I'm sure of. Your Messiah complex has turned you into
The call
something
out.
no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity you swore to save. They are no more than ants to you now, aren't they?
The call out, and also God, Mighty being my favorite character plagues me every moment. 'Cause Mighty got the Strife Core Flame and immediately was like, oh, humanity is nothing. If you let yourself think that. It's very easy to think that, it was what he realized, like, immediately upon ascension. So, whoo boy.
Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant without batting an eye?
And people said that would be Mighty. People said Mighty did that. And I never doubted my boy. It was the other boy.
Now I have the answer. It turns out that fiery demon has been fantasizing of becoming this world's deliverer.
I don't want to argue anymore. No matter what I say, the outcome won't change. Make your biggest effort to resist, or accept fate, and hand over the core flame to me, even if it's futile, you. We all have the right to choose.
This is going in a different direction than I expected it to be honest, because, part of the impression I was left with after last stream was, like, the embracing of futility immediately. In the sense of, like, yeah, obviously we're trying to save everybody and change the outcome, but I immediately was like, oh, there's only one way for, like, the simulation to end. Like, we can't change the ending, which is part of Amphoris' storyline, is even if we can't change the ending, we have the right to choose the path we take to get there, which is also, like, the greater HSR theme. To an extent. But it was, like, my thought process and understanding was more like Cyrene's, I think, this is the attitude I think she's gonna have now. Wherein the resisting is the point. We can't change the ending, but we can keep this simulation looping over and over and over again, so it doesn't proceed past that point into destroying all of the universe. And now Finan's taking a sharp turn into trying to change the ending. And he's kind of given up on saving everybody, but he's stuck in trying to change the ending. When, depending on how Amphoris says, I still have hope that we're gonna get out with everybody alive and real and we're all good. But if we don't go that way and we do go more into tragedy, which I'm like 50-50 on, it's like, again, that theme and message of you can't change the ending, how we get there matters though. Because the journey is what matters. Ooh, it's almost like that's the theme song. The inspiration behind every anniversary song and the start of game song. Not the start of game, but like the official release song.
Yes. Even if it is futile, and the world is just a divine joke.
Something, your means are your ends, etc., etc.
When I walk into the destruction written by the gods with my own 2 legs, you will witness. Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this story.
God, I love
So,
Cypher.
at the end of the 134th cycle, the traveler and the scholar fulfilled their fates once again. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fates. I can't quite remember all this.
I think this is more lights, but now I think these are... I think we're gonna get more in its Oh! And this is the yellow. This is all the core flames. And this is the yellow, and that's why his eyes turn yellow. Don't think he's sleeping either. He might not be. He does go through a few thousand, or at least 1,000 years each cycle. So, like, there's probably some times in there where he sleeps, but he's definitely not sleeping a healthy amount. But he also he doesn't get any, well, I'd say he doesn't get any reprieve. He doesn't at this point.
In the endless darkness, for no reason, a voice always lingered by my ear. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value.
Yep.
Reduced to ashes. Such a familiar end. It happens in every journey. Always the same.
Oh boy. Eternal Recurrence number 134. Subject Castellana's 103rd attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Decision wait for avoid sacrifices of past companions approaching 0.00018. Over synchronicity risk detected. He's trying to get into the programming. Which is interesting and fun because that's what... No. Oh god, I wish amber eras were a more concise unit of measurement. Because that's what Screwlum did. He's trying to do what Screwlum did. From the inside. Screwlum did it from the outside, and it took him 2 amber eras, I think. And that's what he used the chronocognitive anchor for, which Finan doesn't have. But he doesn't entirely need one. He probably should. If this ends with us giving him the anchor, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe giving our Finan the anchor? I wouldn't be surprised. But the fact that the anchor can only be used by one person is going to be important. That's going to come up again. Break in and break out, yeah. Life cycles terminated in sequent, regressed. Oh boy. Eternal Recurrence 5297. His 5266th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed, terminated in sequence with a trend of acceleration noted. So, he's instead of letting fate claim them as before, he's now actively killing them. And then regressed. But yeah, it's also the issue here is he's set on this, and also he's set on this and he's not looking at other options. Which is also part of the whole, everything's going downhill. Subject strategy now nearly identical to Eternal Recurrence number 42. Mind function degradation detected with possible irreversible damage. Yep. Also, of course they'd pick 42 is where he starts to go downhill. Blah, 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 meaning of life. Administrator directive received. No more prompts about the risk of mind function damage. Oh god. Alright, 12,398. Attempt has failed. Terminated in sequence. Regressed. Terminated, regressed. "42 Shini Shinigami Death." Yeah, that too. But also, what's the answer to the universe 42. Also, excuse me, I needed to sneeze. And he's just trying to breach the layer. He's trying to breach the core. And he can't. Eternal recurrence 108,642. Hero puppet divine prisoner. Yep, we already said the number. 100. Oh!
Look so good. Deliver.
I was thinking it. I was like, they're gonna like make us go through like in duos or in trios or something, and I was like, don't make me kill Mighty. Oh my god. God damn it. Welcome to this special hell. Oh dear lord. Oh, that's my boy.
Even after going
Oh.
through 108,642 cycles.
1, Mighty having Kremnoans here with him is interesting. 2, oh hey look, it's that one shot from the 3.1 trailer when there were a bunch of Kremnoans and everyone was like, hey, what the fuck is up with Finan killing a bunch of Kremnoans? Are we not gonna talk about that? And then we didn't.
Mighty, your name for me has never changed.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a derogatory name.
You sure about that?
Yeah. I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle.
Yeah.
After that,
That
one
bears.
and only time we walked side by side. Every time since. It always ends up like this. Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot. And the only way to kill you.
Interesting. Tell me, when the mighty Moses of the past faced you, did they ever retreat?
I'm sorry, just there being a plural Mightimos is just funny. You can hear his voice going closer to Flame Rivers, by the way. Oh, 100%, yeah. It's always been funny. Something really funny about Flame River's voice, by the way, is that the voice actor for Fine and Joshua Waters streams this game and is very behind. But in 3.0, they also voiced one of the Titankin bosses you face when going through Kremnos with Mighty and Finan. And Josh pointed that out on the live stream. And then in 3.1, was it? No, it wasn't 3.1. In 3.2, when we met the Flame Raver, was around the time that Josh streamed 3.0, I think. No. I don't remember when they started getting delayed, but we heard the Flame Raver voice for the first time, and people almost immediately were like, wait, why does this sound like the exact same as that one Titankin voice? Josh, you have something you want to tell us? And he hasn't commented, obviously, for obvious reasons, but it's just a really funny thing about the Flame Raver voice. I think also, no, Sayu called the Titankin being Josh, not Flame River. I don't think he heard Flame River and when is that Josh? Did call the Titankin though. But yeah.
Never.
Then they died honorably, worthy of the name of strife. But there's still tenderness in your eyes. How pathetic.
Oof.
I have to remember how this feels.
You can't see me, but my face is in my hands. We've really had a scene with Cypher and Anaxa and Bartholos where Finan explicitly goes, this has happened too many times. And that was only 100 in. Only 100 in. He's like, oh, I don't care about this anymore. I don't care about killing these two because it happens over and over again and I can't change it and I've given up. Meanwhile, we go and talk to Mighty immediately after.
Remember that I was once human, or else the destruction will completely consume me.
And then we get to Mighty and he's like, I have to be sad about killing you or else everything is lost. And I'm like, okay, gay boy. But also, looking at this, looking at how everybody was drawing fan art of Flame River, like, cradling Mighty after killing him, and then the astonishment of thousands when Flame River just killed him and left without a glance back. Whoa!
If you win, tell the Mighty Most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent. So always remember to give it your all and never slack off.
I'll keep that in mind. As always.
He says it every time. Oh, when was the other time Finance said I'll keep that in mind? It was something about revenge. It was during the revenge farewell speech in 3.1, I think. No, it was about... It was specifically, that was his response to, remember there's a world behind you waiting to be saved.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos
God.
festival will continue as usual. I, the king of the Kremnoan Legion,
Not again.
will host the final feast in the center of this arena, and the prize will be the flames of strife.
But also... good screenshot of my boy. But also not the Kremnos festival and fighting through for a duel with the king. Oh my god. Can we stop talking about how Mighty's parents got married when we're talking about these two? Hoyovers, please. 5 minutes without more ship content.
One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. That's what I saw when I overcame the trial. The gods' dying ramblings. Enough. You've probably heard this thousands of times. So you must understand, facing the demigod of strife means...
Also, this entire conversation happening with Mighty having his back to Finan. One, I'm sitting here and not like of Mighty being like brazen, but like he knows Finan knows his weakness and he's just has his back to him, but also that one analysis of their body language and how in every cutscene, like not even every cutscene, but just like every scene they have together, they're like shush. In every cutscene they have together, they're like always facing each other and like very making like a closed off pocket that like makes them such a duo. Like they don't even like include the Trailblazer in their circle. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just teasing you. But they're always like facing each other directly almost, and like they rarely make like are angled in a way to like make it a triangle in conversation. It's always like the two of them as a line. So the fact that they're not facing each other, and it's specifically Mighty not facing Finan, and it's him and I'm just, oh my god.
There's no way you'll take this core flame in peace.
I understand.
Step forward and face me in a final battle.
And then Mighty died.
I, the last son of Gorgo,
Don't.
the demigod of strife, salute you.
Why would you do this to
Give
me?
10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? But also I didn't check during an access sequence. I'm so mad. I've been checking this regularly the entirety of Amphorius. Because I love when they do this, specifically. But I stopped doing it earlier. I stopped doing it earlier because they always spoil what's about to happen in the Amphorius one specifically. And of course, the second I stop is when they actually start doing it again. Anyways, hero, ignite that primal sun. You will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. Do you still remember him, Keslana, the one who won't reach the dawn? Oof. All hail Mightimos, the greatest conqueror, the mightiest protector, the strongest of all, the dying lion, eyes blazing, the king with no kingdom. Tell me if Kefali never forgets, how many scars have you already carved on him? How many vertebrae have you shattered? How many times did you drive your blade through his back? How did the library of Garbaniforo fall to flame? What color was the destruction of the last Kremnoan? You pitiful jester, fit not only for singing, dancing, and jests, but also for treachery that walks the razor's edge. Go on, veil your folly with the weight of the world, then adorn your fratricide with it, just to savor the taste of tragedy. Oh my fucking god. Fratricide does kill me, they had to throw that one in at the end. But oh my god, tears in my eyes? Do you know, they're really coming for him. Do you not check this? They do this sometimes, because these are always in the point of, well, I say always. Amphorius's so far, all of the mission descriptions have been Don Hung's, like, travelogue. Or even just, it's him recording the events of what happens. But, like, in Rappa's story quest, in her section, like, when you're going through the lab, all of the mission descriptions are written in her point of view. And it's like, haha, silly ninja thing. And then at the end, there's one line that's like, foolish girl, you've known the whole time. And, like, Boot Hill, during his section, during the Rappa stuff, had some of that stuff going on. But Adventurine's, especially section, in Penacony, when you're playing through him right before the boss fight, is famous for doing this sort of thing. I love the second-person POV in the mission description specifically. But oh my god. I am so upset that I didn't look for Anaxa and Cypher, because we had a point where we could walk. So we had a point where we could have seen if they had this. Oh, I'm gonna have to track down somebody recording that, if they have one. We're probably gonna have other sections after this. Maybe. So we'll be able to see if they have more for the others. But also, this isn't Nikador's, these aren't Nikador's epithets. But god. And the camera angle, oh my god. And we're forced to walk? Oh my god, he's walking with us. This is the worst thing they've ever made me do. And you have to walk. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is... Oh, and there are scenes playing in those glitches. And so this is timeline bleed, and this is Mighty was experiencing timeline bleed in 3.1. Like people thought. Like I thought, I should say. Oh hey, I wonder if this is how he gets his clone ability. And what if I lose my shit? What if I lose...
Behold! The last Kremnos festival has begun.
So I'm crying.
And will not end till death.
It's time to temper myself.
So I'm like full on crying.
I won't give up, no matter how long I must wait.
I would really like it if you gave up. I had to blow my nose. Okay, I think this is still Nikador's theme, but don't do it. God damn you, wait. Fuck. Victor, I don't know if I'm going to be able to read this because I'm going to be like full on sobbing. And when I cry, it like gets real bad. Victor Acropolis and Lord of Strife. Calamity Eternal, my Calamity Trio, beloved. I think these are all the same abilities. A supporter of strife. Their madness has tamed that tenacious soul, and their master remains unwavering ever since. Like a war song in the northern wind, they wield their spear with resolution. To decimate enemies, to temper the soldiers, to deliver glory, respect, and determination to their friend and savior. God damn it. Oh my god, I can't. No, god damn it. This is the same description, but they changed his name at the end. The undefeated, the sovereign of all battles, the king of Castrum Kremnos and of ruins. Grand artisan of the war chariot, the throne upon a mountain of corpses, and father of victory. The usurper of glories, the lightning that split the sea, the guardian of Amphorius. The demigod of strife, the lance of fury, Mightimos. A general that all the world should heed, the eternal sharp sword, the law of strife and of ending strife. Praise Mightimos, greatest of conquerors, greatest of guardians, the strongest of all. This is so mean, oh my god! I need you to know that if I was not streaming this, I would be full on sobbing and I would be here for 20 minutes. I'm not joking. Oh my god. Only the knowledge that I'm literally recording myself and thus I cannot sit here for 2 hours sobbing my heart out is holding me together. There is a physical pain in my chest. Oh, I don't want to do this. This is worse than Aventurine. Oh my god. Crying while talking is so bad for me. Cause like when I cry, I like full on like sob, like heaving, cannot breathe. It gets real bad, oh god. Only lightly poking fun at myself was keeping me together. I can't do this. I'm so sad the people who normally watch me play HSR aren't here for this. Because, what? Don't say that! I already can't press E! I'm stalling! I can't do this! I can't do this! Oh my god, I can't watch. Can I just let him kill me? Is that an option? Fuck you, I wasn't going to ult! I was purposely not gonna ult!
Full glory, I salute you. That's all I ever wanted.
I don't want to drop a meteor on him. I don't want to. If I ever pause and go silent for a few seconds, by the way, that's just me blowing my nose again.
Time burn away in vain.
I'm letting it burn away all it goddamn wants, you bitch. No. God, how did he do this 33 million times? I can't even do it once. It's okay, it's what he wants. It's okay, it's what he wants. He doesn't want me to cheap out. He doesn't want me to back down. He wants me to go all out. It's the...
Quench the flames with blood. Remember this agony. The flames in this body are not stupid.
So I'm gonna... Sometimes I don't get sound effects, and sometimes I just have the audio for them really low. So we're just gonna... Oh, I don't want to... No, I intentionally turned off speed up for this. Because I'm sad. I should probably turn it back on to suffer less, but I don't know. I don't wanna cut anything short. I don't wanna, like, cut any dialogue short. Also, I'm just... It still gets me, like, this was... I need to, like, go back and look at it, because this isn't him. This is, like, a random-ass Titankin. Not really, but, you know. But this is Mighty. This is Mighty. This is not Mighty. This is Mighty. Wait, where did you see Iron Tomb? Oh. Yeah, Ruin his Iron Tomb. That's, Finan's zone debuff. So when you go into his ult, it implants physical weakness on everybody. And, yeah, that's because that, yeah. Yeah, that's not a special debuff for this. This is, Finan. That's a Finan thing. He does that normally. Or a Castellana thing, I should say. Like, if we get into a situation with a random battle, I could, well, maybe show, I don't know. Get weakness broken cries.
Scorching hatred. Feel it now. Quench the flames with blood.
One last chance to hit me, haha. The sweltering sun doesn't fall until it's burned out. I'm gonna have to rewatch that because those go by so fast. Oof.
Quench the flames with blood.
Yeah, okay, maybe, I think now I'm gonna speed up. I'm just sad. The ult doesn't end because it can't. Anyways, this is another propaganda moment, because when 3.1 dropped, I made a joke about how we should give Mighty these as angel wings, because it is behind him in the 3.1 really good shot, dramatic shot, and we got like 3 pieces of fan art of that, and then it stopped. I'm bringing it back. We should be drawing Mighty with this as wings more often. He deserves it, and it would look cool. And it would also be really sad, which is what all fan artists truly want at the end of days, is to draw really sad art that makes people yell at you. Oh, does he have unique voice lines in this? Because they tend to do that. They've been doing that with Amphorius. They've been hitting us with the fire and... God damn it.
Let strife decide the outcome.
I'm going to... Do I have to hold this? What am I doing? Okay.
Curse of immortality!
I hit space and it didn't trigger. Am I gonna cry now? Do I get...
You may crown yourself.
God damn it. If I see a single lily, if there's a cutscene and I see a single goddamn lily,
Your next life, I shall once again block your path. Deliver. I wish you eternal victory.
and we're back to this music, god damn you.
The 108,642nd core flame of strife fell into the fire. Yet the shadows of the black tide still loom, and pain and despair spread across distant lands. The blaze was still not enough. It had to be fed. Even if it meant burning this body to ash.
And now the candles are fire. Don't make me do that again. I didn't catch what number we're on this time. Oh, that was the most painful thing Star Rail's ever made me do. $2,003,432. Hi, Castris.
No matter how bright the sun is, there are still places it cannot reach.
Oh, and she's gonna turn into Pollux. And then we're probably gonna fight Hyacinth as Aquila or something. Oh, brother. Okay. At least we get Proi out of this.
Moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blinding.
Taking a moment not to cry, this is very fun. I do love, because no one ever does it, but I do love when they invert and, like, light is cold and blinding and harsh and burning, and, like, shadow is comforting. That inversion of the typical morality assignments is fun. Ugh. I wish Ash was here. Ash is the friend who's been sleeping in, and is missing this. Because Ash knows exactly what I'm talking about. Mayanite, my beloved and beloved.
A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to the nether realm of the next life.
And the way they're all like, they're not, well, some of them are, but some of them, like, Mighty and Castros aren't condemning him. They're just saying, like, hey, you're doing it wrong. And Anaxa wasn't condemning him. Anaxa was like, hey, you're doing it wrong. You're losing yourself, and that's bad. They're like, it's okay, but you need to get your shit together.
Golden blood is born from the destruction. We have long since lost the right to seek warmth.
Don't know about that one, Chief. Oh, the person whose fic inspired yours like your ficlet? Congrats. That's always fun. I love making friends with authors I like. It's very fun. I say as an author myself.
Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future.
Again, doubt.png, but okay.
Allow me to ask, how many core flames do you carry now?
24,041,183.
Such broken idol. Tragic firewood.
No matter. I will bear this burden as long as you hand over the core flame of death.
I must refuse. As the demigod of death, I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel than death.
Oh, Amphoreus trio. Their friendship is so important.
But this way, the past, present, and future will never again suffer unnecessary death.
You don't know that, though.
Unnecessary death. Indeed. You are not the Finan I know.
Yeah.
Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass. This way, at least my realm can still become the fragrant bed where you fall asleep.
In the end, still.
It's... And he can't see it, but they went from willing to help and believe to now they resist because he's doing it for the wrong reasons and with the wrong mindset. And he's forgotten who he was and he's forgotten what he wanted to do. And now all he knows is, I have to do it again, I have to do it again. To try and break through the core of the scepter. But it's not... That's not how it works.
It seems the clash of blades was inevitable.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. He doesn't have the light in his eyes anymore. He doesn't have the light. I don't know if that happened earlier, if I've just noticed it now, but he doesn't have the light anymore. He's got the core flames in there, but he doesn't have the light.
How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times. But even so, please understand that my resolve is not to be underestimated. Even Kethali cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life. No one can shoulder the balance of life and death alone, not even a god. And it is precisely for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous journey, to overcome the trial and take the authority of death. I am the Hand of Shadow, Casterus, the demigod of death. Listen closely, deliverer from days past.
I really love how she's speaking here. Like, it feels different than her usual cadence, but it's really good.
Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their muddy depths.
God damn it. Okay, it might be just a thing with these ones then. And this is falling apart because he's forgetting. Do you still remember her, Castellana? The one who won't reach the dawn? Casterus, with every sigh flowing from her fingertips and hands, blocking all words of comfort. She held each death close to her heart and swallowed every cry of grief in her palms. Tell me, if Kefali never forgets, how many pairs of wings have you shattered for her? How many blossoms have you snuffed out? How many butterflies have you cast into the ashes? The moonlight's fragrance once streamed like the river of souls. How did you turn it into a golden poison and make it libations for your banquet of futile deliverance? And yet it is you, so-called deliverer in sheep's clothing, who ought to be the sacrifice upon the altar to the gods. Ugly beast, your seemingly pious gaze cannot hide the seething venom beneath, and that spear-like horn of yours was born to slay your kin. So feast upon bones and call it grace. The sweetness will surely convince you I never truly knew anything about the Blade of Slaughter. God damn it. Oh, Golden Scapegoat's mutterings, you haunt me. You should be the sacrifice. And the Blade of Slaughter, I can't open it right now, no. Remind me later if when we have the chance to pull up the Golden Scapegoat's mutterings. Or no, it might be the text. Is it in the text? I'm stalling, yes. But also, let me try and find... Because someone sent it to me recently because we were talking about it. No, this is the other one. The thing about the altar and the sheep is in the actual Golden Scapegoats. And I'm not pulling up the wiki for that. I'm not... I'm not that desperate, but... Hi, Caster. Oh, can I... real quick, completely shatter the tension to heal him? Where is... healing? This is a down. Yeah, heals a downed. Fleeting happiness. How fitting. Nope, we're good. Yep. And she doesn't approach us like Mighty does she stand. Hi, Bubbles. Here, we're just gonna... Or you don't have to watch this, Bubbles. Eternal hatred on him at one point. I don't remember what that one does. Let me emotionally shatter the moment once again. %20 attack, of course. What a... Should I put a Kremnos shield on him? Just to make it hurt? Oh, the moment of betrayal. I don't remember which one it is. And I only have one. You will always remember the trust and gentleness of that person, the persuasion and incitement from those people, and the surprised whisper from that person the moment you drew your dagger. Etu, it's the crow. Do I not have it here? I might not have one. I might not have one. Okay. Ooh. Oh. I don't have it.
At this crossroads of life and death, the giant dragon is but a shattered shell. Yet I will still fight, defending what hope remains.
I do, and I know they're not gonna remodel a whole ass boss fight, but I do kind of wish, like, oh, well then again, I guess it's the same, because Pollux did all that stuff in the cycle before we started looping this one.
I won't give up.
So there's not really a way for the dragon to be whole and healthy. The long arms of sorrow. That's the same as it was before. And that's the same, that's all the same. The broken body of death that remains in the limbo of life and death. They woke once again to fight against fate. The demigod could not bear to witness a friend walk towards an end more cruel than death, and thus reached out their long arm to stop the friend. Even though withered bones and rotting flesh are all they have left, their power and determination are not to be underestimated. I am going to slow it down in case they talk again. And then they automatically do it.
Must transform my soul into a raging fire. Must burn that idol of destruction to the ground.
Yeah, see, and then now they all have the physical weakness. I'm going to up the voices a lot because they got drowned out there.
With this newborn son,
But yeah, he's not thinking of saving.
sky.
Can you hear it? Can you hear the Flame Reaver? Oop.
How is it any different from that brutal future?
Quench the flames with blood.
Can you hear it? Yeah, kind of. It's hard because the Flame Reaver does have a filter, and I don't think they're using the filter on him yet, but
Remember this agony.
I'm also really bad at voices. But, nope, we're doing this.
Quench the flames with blood.
I was saying something. I don't remember anymore. Ooh.
Branded with Strife's name.
You calling on the power of Strife there, buddy? You want to be a voice actor so your ears pick up on this stuff? That's very good. Yeah, I'm just really bad at it.
Hail the new world's dawn.
Like, I used to play violin and stuff, and I was like, I could not tell you what a note
Feel
was.
it now.
I could not tell you what a note was just from hearing it. Like, I've never had that sort of skill set.
Quench the flames with blood.
But yeah, I'm not surprised. Flame Reaper's voiced by Joshua Waters? No way.
Is that all?
If somebody ever did, like, a video comparison,
Keep him here.
I will never yield to such a fate.
but yeah, like, if anybody ever just, like, took those audio cues, or if I took a video of it and played it, like, back and forth with a Flame Reaver clip, I'd definitely be able to hear it better. I just can't, I don't remember voices off the rip very well.
Tear open the sky.
Also, oh, that's what I was going to say. There's something about this that's
Quench
so
the
weird,
flames with blood.
in that I feel like the demigods feel stronger as themselves rather than as these boss forms. Like, I don't know. I've been beating Nikador up in Simulated Universe so much he's not very intimidating anymore. Meanwhile, mighty going demigod,
Strife's name.
mighty going demigod form, I'm like,
Grant you a dawn
oh,
where
3.1,
all
whoa.
stars burn to ash.
That's the point? Kind of, yeah.
The flames in this body are not strong enough.
That is kind of the point, yeah,
Hail
but
the
still.
new world's dawn.
I don't know, it's an odd feeling.
Even if I can't win, I must try.
Let this be a tribute to your million struggles for time.
Wake up, lost one.
See, I hate that it cuts it off.
See that the firelight in the darkness is not.
No, I need to read it again. Because it's about the light and the light. The light is sin.
Death was taken from the dragon's belly. What a brilliant flame.
Light is time and sin and fire. And it's, oh, I knew it. I said from day one, Golden Scapegoat's mutterings had the answer the whole time.
It should shine upon all. Light the path ahead. And illuminate the dawn of Amphorius that's to come.
I don't even know if you believe that anymore. I think you just don't have anything else.
2,003,432 cycles.
Over 30 million to go.
24,041,184 core flames.
It's... You can never break the game from inside of it. You can never break it from within it. That you don't have the tools necessary to break out within the trap. I don't think it matters how many core flames you get. He's never going to get access permissions or be able to break through the encryption and the access codes, blah 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 computer stuff. You don't need the core flames to do that, and the core flames never could do that.
As if even the deepest abyss of primordial chaos could be burned away.
Alright. 29,550 something. Zips your mouth, yeah. Something cycle 0 Cyrene said, okay, the plan is to wait. Oh. 4 million in first. Okay. But Cyrene, like, if I'm remembering correctly, and I might not because it's been a hot minute, and I didn't absorb everything going on very quickly. But Cyrene was like, okay, so the plan is, I'm going to die here, and then sometime in the future, we're gonna get another Eon's Gaze, and that Eon's Gaze is going to reverberate backwards through time and grant me the power to do our time travel bullshit. So, if this works and you, like, regress the cycle, then someday in the future, we're gonna get that Eon's Gaze and we're gonna be able to break through the cycle. You just need to hold on until then. Like, I feel like that's what Cyrene's plan was. And then Finan went, okay, so I'm gonna get stuck in the eternal time loop torment nexus, and I'm gonna try and fail to change things and then lose myself to the madness. That's what happened here. That's my perspective of what happened here.
You're here, as always. You're still lingering, deep within me, never fading away.
Like, I can hear there, especially the...
You're here, as always. You're still lingering, deep within me, never fading away.
The difference, because that's both John, this is both Finan's voices.
You're here, as always.
That's Finan.
You're still lingering, deep within me, never fading away. Because you haven't completely abandoned hope. Am I right? You're still waiting for a miracle. For the true hero to come and save us.
Yep.
If that thread of hope exists, it must come from beyond this world. From the true starry sky. But if it's just a traveler with no connection to Amphorius, they may not understand our struggles, nor be willing to join this fight.
Welcome to Trailblaze, baby.
Your thoughts are wavering. The mark of destruction is deepening.
Oh, are we gonna talk about how he has the golden tattoo? Well, they haven't changed his model, so he still had it the whole time. Probably. I wasn't really looking. But, something Ting Yun's design was foreshadowing this. Something really weird that Aglaya also has a golden tattoo, maybe, but, like, I don't know. They're all golden-blooded Chrysosers, so maybe they all have tattoos like this. Even though it's really only Aglaya and Finan who have the golden tattoos. But I mean, I guess they are the quote-unquote coldest that we've seen. So, like, that might have something to do with it, I don't know.
But even within the gods' cold calculations, unconditional courage and goodwill still emerge. So, never forget what set you on this path.
Mm-hmm.
How many times has it been? Remind me again. My memory is a bit fuzzy.
God knows I would start to lose count after, like, 20.
4 million. Exactly. Then that blaze inside of you must be burning hotter than ever. Yes. When I first forged the 12 core flames into one, I had the same impression.
Forging them into one, huh? Stellaron, I mean, what? Who said that?
The destruction. A power unlike anything before surged within me. Violent flames ready to tear my body apart and consume this world, this wretched prison. I thought that was it. The ultimate power which nothing could surpass.
Stellaron, what? Who said that? But also, something Stellarons being the granters of monkey paw wishes.
And yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames. I suppose it won't be long. Perhaps just a fleeting 10,000 years. Before it's reduced to nothing but charred, crumbling bones.
The way that says so much about him. It won't be long. Just a fleeting 10,000 years. Because to him, that is fleeting. That is the blink of an eye now.
And when that happens, your long struggle will finally come to an end. No. I've already found a way to keep the cycles going. Mind sharing it with me?
Killing them?
In every new cycle, a new me is born. All I have to do is push the next finite to the end of the world. And then...
Start it over again.
Then he'll kill me. Shatter this body. Take my flames, my memories, and carry on the path I started.
Bold plan, but risky. What if, one day, the next you refuses to follow the same path? How can you ensure the continuation of the cycles?
Well, the alternative is nuking the universe at large, so...
If it were Professor Anaxa or Aglaya in my place, maybe they'd come up with something smarter.
He's gonna say his plan is killing Cyrene and torching Ides Elysia, isn't he?
Unfortunately, I don't have a backup plan. I have no choice but to bet everything on the next finite. And trust that he makes the same choice I did. But even in this wretched prison, luck is still sometimes on my side. Because I never forget what set me on this path.
Wait, you mean...
Yeah, okay, I was right.
Ever since I committed to this plan, not once in millions of cycles has there ever been an exception.
We're getting closer. Yeah, crazy to bank on hatred overwhelming you. 23,570,000.
I can do this, Lord Finan.
Hi, Hyacinth.
As the demigod of the sky, a healer of Twilight Courtyard, I will heal you. And then...
Oh.
A black tide. It's consuming you. You can't hold out much longer, demigod.
Oh, is that... They're doing that so they can jump to the Phase 3 boss fight form?
Hand over the core flame. Let's put an end to this suffering.
Now, that just won't do. A healer should stay composed in front of those suffering from illness. Shouldn't they?
Hyacinthia.
It is really noticeable. Yeah, The thing is, it's not that his voice changing wasn't noticeable. I was pointing it out just a few minutes ago. And I was like, I definitely noticed his voice change, and it's very much rough and deeper and gruff and stuff like that. It's just, it doesn't immediately twinge like, oh, that's the Flame Raver voice for me. You will bear the blazing sun until, and he's forgetting what the until, it's just you will do this. Oh boy, here we go. Do you still remember, Castellana? The one who won't reach the dawn? In that drunken dream, the mountains loomed high and steep, and there you saw yourself. Believe me, O future witness, he stood atop that peak, and the people sang with him in ecstasy. The broken Chrysos heirs, the twisted demigods, they sang, they spun, and they stamped their feet upon the ground with him. Hail! Terror struck his heart. Prophecy burned in every soul, wild with rapture and madness. Hail! Spare them, Castellana, spare them! Your peerless flame sends chills down every spine. Let them sing of the tireless heroes, sing of the Era Nova, sing of that land where wine and honey flow in torrents. Let them sing how he wove new glory among the stars, and how the eternal city crashed to dust. How Achaemons, Castrum Kremnos, and every lineage they knew were destroyed. As for Castellana, he is still within the drunken dreams, upon the sheer and jagged peak. There he lights flame with blood, and blood with flame, like a sun whose blaze banished all evil from its paths. The mountains rise cruel and steep, yet still he dances there alone, wild and unceasing in his joy. Yet all proves futile. The flames know no weariness, and dawn is beyond reach. All proves futile. The flames know no weariness, and dawn is beyond reach. Anyways, something, when we got the initial flashback to Finan and Cyrene talking with fairies, they talked about attending a banquet and like dancing around the bonfire, and I spent a whole minute berating them because one does not simply dance in the fairy bonfire. Because you just keep going. You just keep going. Also, hey, we can like change the camera angle this time. That's interesting. And we can run? What happened with Hyacinth? What happened to my dramatic angles?
Return the dawn to this world.
That's what happened. Okay, we can still sprint, which is weird. Oh,
I swear, your deaths won't be in vain. Just as they have never been.
I want to. How close can I get? Okay, for a second. Quest description. For a second, I couldn't see Aglaya's eyes, so I thought they'd edited the models to be faceless. And I was going to lose my mind. Like, you can barely see their eyes. So I went like, oh, faceless. Nameless faces, haha. And also just him forgetting things would be crazy. But look, haha, glitchy time bleed boyfriends. Hee hee, woohoo. Nothing sad can happen because I'm being silly. Tomorrow has always been there, Nova.
Let the sun rise.
Despite it all, we stay silly, haha. Also, they're all talking about tomorrow coming and bringing the dawn. Oh, they're all gone behind me. I thought they were staying. Whoopsies. But yeah, it's all he can think about is he's not thinking about the right things anymore. He's forgetting. And it's distorting them, too. His memories of them.
Finish the sun's work.
Yeah, Anaxa just said, finish the sun's work. But we've seen Anaxa's opinions of all this, and Anaxa's opinions of this Fine and this Castellana are, hey, you should maybe have stopped 30 million cycles ago, because there's something wrong in your degrading. Well, degrading's not the right word, but you know. Okay, the physical hyacinth is there as well.
I believe in you. You are the Chrysos heir of world bearing. The one who can lead us. Lead this world. It's just... I don't understand. Within the sun upon your shoulders.
Oh, God. They really did put it there, huh? They really did. I didn't... Like, I knew that this was here, but I never considered the symbolism of it being right between his shoulders where it would yeah. Oh, yep.
Part of that warmth that should come from you. From an ordinary person. It's so faint.
They Kevin'd him. Oh, she doesn't have the shine in her eyes either, but that's because of Black Tide.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker compared to the blazing fire of divinity.
Something, we can fix him, question mark? I could fix him. What? For context here, I'm saying that specifically in the sense of, hey, remember how Castrum, Kremnos, and Cartonis are able to make things that can separate your humanity from your divinity? Or whatever? Or no, it can't do that, it's just the vessels retain divinity. The vessels retain divinity, and they used it with Aglaya's death to put her divinity there. Like, I'm just saying, we could maybe probably separate it out. We could maybe probably have made him an actual vessel to hold all of this, so that it wasn't affecting him. Once again, there are a million options, and almost all of them involve doing something with Kremnos.
Even so, don't cast it away.
We did see his initial cycle with Mighty was a long, long time ago, so we don't know if he's still clinging to that.
I never have.
Yeah, he's trying. With Mighty specifically, apparently.
I have kept everyone's wishes close to my heart.
That's not keeping your humanity, though.
Even though the divine fire burns so fiercely that every time I return to the start, it devours me in an instant. Each cycle, it's your wishes that guide me to the end. That pass the flames to the next me. Over and over and over again.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the selves you've left behind.
Yep.
But what about you?
Yeah.
What about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless versions of you.
No eyes. Yeah.
Lord Kazlana. So that's how it is.
Yeah.
Without flaw. That is the flaw the
golden blood gave you. The most fatal flaw of all, isn't it? The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation.
Ignore the scenery needing to load in.
You lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Yep.
Now that is an unexpected revelation. Then I suppose that makes me the perfect fuel for the flame of deliverance, doesn't it?
No. An empty flame saves no one.
Also, through all the talk of flames, which is very good and poetic and fun, I just keep thinking of the Giorios flames in Fallen Akama, and how you do the golden scapegoat puzzles, and you get a little flame item, and you can run around Fallen Akama reigniting the broken embers of Giorios to create little pockets of warmth in the dark where people gather. And I think it specifically says, like, these flames won't last forever. This is a temporary respite in the face of the unceasing, inescapable apocalypse, but it still matters because those people needed those sparks, and it's important that you did that. Not actually, it doesn't like have a reward or anything, but you know, it's not gonna change the story or anything, but thematically, emotionally.
But I still believe in you, Deliverer. Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight. I'm neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor willing to end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall. The only thing I can do is become one with the sky itself. And then, may the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Amphorius a rosy-fingered dog.
Well, at least we didn't have to watch her fall.
The light has grown dim. Its warmth still lingers. Deliverer, please, open your heart to me.
Him having the ult right off the bat.
No matter. Let this blazing sun fill the sky with golden fire.
The ult right off the bat. And we have... These are still the same. This is what the demigod who mended the dawn with their smile looks like after they have been enveloped by the black tide. Although the brilliance of the core flame has been clouded, warmth still lingers. The healer never wants to annihilate their old friend, instead vowing to disperse the gloomy clouds in the friend's heart. Also, the importance of they keep saying friend. Castris was reaching for her friend to save him. Hyacinth is reaching for her friend to save him. Mighty didn't say friend, but, you know, that's fine and in Mighty. And it does remind me of a tweet I made the other day as a joke when everybody was, talking about Mighty's TikTok. Because they confirmed that, Finan does, like, physically drag Mighty to the baths. Mighty said boyfriend? Sure. Yeah. Mighty wanted to say boyfriend. But they confirmed, like, in Finan's magazine interview recently, like, his daily schedule in it has drag Mighty to the baths at this designated time. And everybody was like, oh my god, it's the TikTok from the beginning of Amphorius that Mighty made. The Chimera meme TikTok was real. And I made a joke where I was like, how do you think Finan reacted to Mighty labeling his Chimera as friend? Specifically in a joke of like, other bonus material. It was like Castorus called them close. And Finan was like, "What? No, we're rivals and comrades, and you think we want to like hang out? No, we want to tear each other apart. Haha, there's nothing here beyond rivalry and camaraderie and fighting the same battle, blah blah blah." And then I was like, and then Mighty labels him friend in a Chimera TikTok, and Finan starts crying. Because he's stupid like that. Nothing gayer than a rivalry, so true. God. The way that Rod is so annoying in the actual battle, and then here it's just the tiniest blip. And he still has less HP than Mighty.
Quench the flames with
But he gets the big bar. Stop doing...
The fire. Burning.
Oh, Hyacinth. Oof. I just completely forgot what I was gonna say.
quench the flames with blood.
Oh, I think I was gonna make a joke about Sayu. Because the Sayu voices the Titan. In part.
Remember this agony.
Oh, I was also gonna make another joke about Finan. Specifically naming Strife in that counterattack. Yeah, Sayu's talked about it. The Titan has like, there's like a male voice and a female voice to do like the Titan whisper cries things. And Sayu was like, "Oh yeah, I did the male voice."
Quench the
We don't know who did the female voice, I don't think. But like that cry sound effect that's calling down the meteors, like that's Sayu.
Strife's name.
Yeah, in Strife's name. I have to make fun of him. He's simply too bullyable. Even when he's being sad and tragic.
Quench the flames with blood. Remember this agony.
Yeah, you can hear it once it's called out.
Merge with all this world's suffering.
No.
The scorching hatred. Do you fit with the old sun's embers? Hail the new world's dawn! Farewell, Hyacinthia.
Mean to her. Sayu voice saying Saya.
Your sun burns hot enough to turn everything to ash.
Also, it's fun because in 3.3 everybody was side-eyeing Finan because the Finan and Celiose parallels were not subtle. No one was looking at that and thinking it was subtle. But something Skyfolk problems. Too much sun is bad.
But tell me, how will the seeds of a new world ever take root?
Nothing can grow under pure blistering sun.
The core flame rose. The sky fell. The 23,570,000th cycle came to an end.
Yeah, now I'm hearing now it's starting to twinge Flame Reaver because it's starting to get the cadence, the shorter sentence structure. I'm like, yeah, there we are.
And this time, the end of the flame chase remained the same as ever.
Well, you see, when the outcome starts and everybody dies, and you start killing them, the outcome does remain. They all died.
From the horizon rose a golden color unlike anything the world had ever seen. So pure it consumed all in its path.
Was that you?
This was the end of the world, and the start of the next. For a moment, I saw the destruction of the universe. That being known as Iron Tomb. Its will to break free from the black tide burns fiercer than the blazing sun. Is this Amphorius's wrath? If its choice has already been made, if fate is set in stone, I will still never yield to it.
Character trailer shot with your burning yellow eyes.
23,570,000 cycles. 282,840,000 core flames. No more chasing is needed. And now, I am the fire at the end of the long night. The flame chase isn't some quiet walk through a sea of flowers. It's a revolution. An all-consuming transformation. And if destruction is the only way, then let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world and burn endlessly. Until another dawn rises on the distant horizon, bringing the true dawn to Amphorius.
Hi, Ash! You, so a lot's happened. Yeah, Q, this is the friend that, I was waiting for yesterday. Hey, it is no problem, it's no problem. Rest if you need to, for real. You're gonna want to watch the VOD, though, when you have time and when you're feeling good, because, oh my god. It has been rough. You missed me almost full-on sobbing. Like, it was... And it's gonna get worse. To summarize what's been going on for the past 2 hours, we're going through Castellana's memories of all the previous cycles and the things he's done. You know what happens? Yeah. You can imagine. We just killed Hyacinth. And now what did he say? No more flame chases needed. 10 million cycles ago. No more flame chase needed. The next 10 million cycles are happy. Totally, 100%. Nothing bad is gonna happen. One eternal recurrence. So this is previous cycle. This was his trailer cycle. Maybe, kind of ish. That's what people are guessing, anyways. Oh no, this is us now. This is new. This is us now.
33,550,337.
Oh, so we are going to the next cycle. We have Aranolid in quotation marks. Ash, there was a moment where I out loud said I wished you were here, because I was talking about, it was at the beginning of the Hyacinth section. They were talking about Finan's the sun, he's the light, but he's blazing too hot, and he's burning and cold, etc., etc., and I went, man, light and darkness not intertwining, light and darkness switching moralities, their usual moralities, something Mayanite. And I was like, man, I wish Ash was here for that.
This is the cycle you're about to enter.
Starting over again. Hi, Finan. Instead of Castellana. Yeah, Mayanite moment.
Countless memories are flooding in.
Hi, baby girl. we're having a fun time. Having a fun time in the Ozma. We are truly living the Ruby Ozma moment here.
Countless versions of myself have stood here, facing the same choice.
Something add Oscar to the Kin Onion.
They all needed a moment, just like you do. To stop, to breathe, to process the weight of 1,000,000 lifetimes worth of sorrow, pain, and struggle.
It's over 1,000,000 lifetimes.
And just like them, you will carry those memories and that fire into the chaos of rebirth.
Yeah, except we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do something different this time, right? Haha. Each cycle is at least 1,000 years, yeah. Hey gang, does this officially make Mighty the youngest flame chaser? Can I officially say I called that? And permeated that throughout the internet? And now it's not misinformation?
And bear this burden. I must say goodbye to you. And then fight the destruction with destruction.
Yeah! Anti-destruction Lord Ravager moment.
Yes. That's always the decision you make. I will burn and fade away. I will become the flame reaver of this life and keep my promise to Cyrene.
Or Trailblazer with the third path option.
I will kill gods and comrades alike and steal the core flames. And even if my mind turns to ash along with my body, I will keep my purpose in mind.
Yeah, he has been doing that. He's not wrong.
I will stop Era Nova. I will find the next me and make him carry on this futile endeavor of 30 million lifetimes. Looks like you're ready. Then I should be going too. Where are you going? You only exist in my heart. There's nowhere else for you to go.
Joshua Waters when I fucking get you.
Do you remember what she said?
Hi.
The dreams you had as children. The deliverer in the prophecies. A real, living, breathing person.
Hi, bestie.
You finally found her. Friend.
Need some help?
I don't have an answer for that, my friend. I'm sorry. I was supposed to send you home. This is my flame chase journey. You were never meant to be a part of it.
Well, that's just incorrect.
No. You know the truth. If Iron Tomb is born from Amphorius' fate, then it will bring ruin to the worlds beyond the sky. And all these countless lifetimes you've spent.
You've been waiting for the miracle from beyond the sky.
It's all been for the sake of defying that end, hasn't it?
You gotta remember the beginning.
In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each and every one of you. Yet nothing ever changes. Each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to becoming pure rage. A vessel of hatred.
You're losing yourself, buddy.
I never had a choice.
You've always got a choice. You've always got a choice.
I understand. If you are to keep the worst fate from unfolding, this is the only path. But this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Faint but undeniable. The shape of dawn, breaking through the eternal night.
I got chills on that one a little bit, and I started tearing up.
Turns out, the fire that lights the way was never mine to begin with.
You didn't light the way, but you kept it going. Fine, and I need to, like, put my hands on his shoulders, or even just, like, on his face, look him straight in the eyes and be like, Finan. Finan. You are not the end-all, be-all savior of the world, because high protagonist over here, but listen to me. Somebody had to hold them through for 33 million cycles, or we wouldn't have had this chance. We would not have a chance without you. So put down the Messiah complex and take my hand.
Do you remember, in that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice, locked in a duel? Each of you weighing what you held dearest. What weighed more than the fate of the world? And when hesitation took hold, the answer you sought from me. What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, the answer you found in your own heart.
We need to hug Finan, we really do. This boy needs a lot of hugs.
Do you still remember it? Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future.
Guy, I think he needs more than therapy. I don't know if Hyacinth's enough for this.
Good. Then Trailblazer. My friend. My comrade.
My name being Snowy is throwing off the vibes of all of this because it keeps making me want to laugh.
You arrived in this strange world and were bound by its cruel fate up till this very moment. In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. That boarding pass on your chest is now the mark of a hero.
Nameless baby.
If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the god of destruction and their minions.
We need whatever they put Sunday through. Something like the Astral Express. We need... Listen, what we need is for Amphorius to become real and safe, and then we just kind of plop Finan down in a room with a lot of pillows and all of his friends who are alive, and we just leave them there to decompress for a really long time. Also, though, trapping him in a room on Amphorius probably wouldn't end well. Boy needs off this planet for a bit. He needs to leave. He needs to not be here for a bit. I want them all to stay together, but Finan specifically needs to not be on Amphorius for a while.
And the world we leave behind. This world. My home. Where hope still lingers.
Also, to address what he's saying, on one hand, Lord Ravager of Destruction that aims to kill destruction, real. But also, hey, bestie, take my hand, we're not letting you die, hee hee. You're not allowed to kamikaze God.
Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb, save the world we love, and rewrite its doomed fate.
Yes, but also, you're not allowed to die. You're not allowed to erase yourself and be forgotten.
Good. In that case, even this fruitless wasteland may finally bloom with flowers.
Fine and take my hand. We're not pulling a Greater Lord Rukkhadevata here.
So... if she takes on the weight of the whole world, she'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future.
Fine, and
One will remain in the past.
no, you won't. Take my hand, you're coming with me.
If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, perhaps fate's deadlock can be broken. And if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these 30 million cycles will have not been in vain. It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner.
We're going together.
Thank you for all you've done already, friend.
The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart finally steps into the light. Here, at the end of this long flame chase journey.
Now, Hoyoverse writers, look at me. Look into my eyes. We are not doing the thing where everybody forgets Finan. Okay, we are not doing a Greater Lord Rukkhadevata here. He's coming with me, and we're all gonna be fine.
Cyrene, a page never seen before has just been turned. Lend me the power of time, and send this hero back to the origin of time. Back to your side. And I will walk the unfinished path, just like the countless versions of me before. Unwavering as always.
They love doing Greater Lord stuff, listen. But they're not allowed to. They're not allowed to.
Tell me, will you be the blazing sun, even if all of you burns to ash?
Without hesitation, I will bear this world until my body turns to dust. Remember this moment. Remember your friends who never lived to see the world's end. Remember their final wishes. And let the purest rage in your heart rise out of those wishes.
Okay, well now I see how you fell into, like, eternal rage and damnation and hatred. Because this is what you tell yourself every time.
Let it consume you. Fuel you. Until it burns away the false sky above.
It makes sense because he's always been angry, but like, you know.
Fine. If I can defy fate,
It's not helping. It's not helping his mental state.
then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this.
That damn song.
Take it. Everything I bear.
Oh, I guess we do get to see.
On burning.
I guess we do get to see what happens
As
with it.
long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end.
Hi, Nanook! Hi, Nanook gaze! I was hoping we'd see that. Hi, magical girl transformation.
Do not bow your head to them.
Hi, man.
Take it, Trailblazer. May this blood be like gold, and never tarnish.
And there we go. And there he goes. He is very magical girl. Destruction magical girl.
Farewell, Trailblazer. This is where I fulfill my final destiny.
Okay, but we're bringing you back.
The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Someone like you.
Except we're bringing you back. He's so Madoka. He's Madoka. He's also Homura. He's so magical girl.
Kaslana, the name of one who bears chaos does not belong to a single person. Rather, it is the embodiment of the mythical Kefali, and a symbol of all heroes.
Hero puppet divine prisoner. He is Yuri incarnate. Truly, this is how. Wait, no. Oh, we're bringing back. This is how he's Kiana. He's been a Kiana XP the whole time.
As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. May the name accompany you in my place, in the epic you write with your own hands.
No, because we're bringing your name. Haha, it's as I've written. I'm making the choice.
Another attempt, another failure.
He's... yeah. I still stand by mirror pronoun fine, because I think that's fun. Anyways, hi Lagus.
I won't remind you how many times you've reached the end of history, but I will still place the choice before you.
Is the choice to tell you to go fuck yourself?
If you've lost count, let me tell you. This is the 33,550,336th ending.
Oh, god damn it.
A perfect number. How poetic. You and I both know the truth. In all these millions of futile endeavors, Amphorius has never changed.
Yeah, Lagus's English VA, I think their name is Blythe? And I don't know the pronouns. I think he, him, but I'm not sure. Major props to Blythe, if that is the correct name. But yeah, perfect number. People looked this up and then they also just say it in the story. Fancy math things.
If the outcome is inevitable, then why silence your searing rage and embrace your fate with dignity.
I also think it's funny that I've been saying this, like, from the start, but I've been saying Amphorius gives me Belobog vibes, because it's about preservation, and then specifically I was talking about how we're the variable that changes things and creates the opportunity for a new outcome. Hi, why is there no preservation in here when this is literally the preservation story of enduring beyond all endurance? And then the one final thing that finally changes. And preservation for preservation's sake. And yeah, he can't save everyone, but he... Oh, it's such a thing that I don't know how to word, because it's like the outcome isn't inevitable, because the outcome that Lygus wants and is talking about is the release of Iron Tomb and destroying everything. But that outcome isn't inevitable because it can't be stopped, but it can be delayed indefinitely. So long as Finan keeps doing this over and over and over again, that outcome doesn't come to pass. And there is value and worth in that struggle. Remember that you can't save everyone. Remember that you have to try. But also, even if he can't save everyone, even if he can't save anyone, his struggle has a purpose because it's saving the rest of the world. Or the rest of the universe. Even if he doesn't know that universe, even if he can't go there, he can't experience that outside universe, he knows it's there. So he can't save Amphorius, but he can prevent the destruction of everything else. And even if that doesn't really matter to him, because that's not a world or a people or a planet or an experience he's ever known, he knows it's out there. And that matters too. So he's not doing nothing. He's not saving the people he desperately wants to save, but he's not doing nothing. So it's not, they keep saying it's futile, and he alone at least can't change the outcome. We are apparently now going to stop Iron Tomb from being completed, which I didn't think was a possibility, not really, but I guess it is. So we're going to change things. But it's never been futile. Even if we didn't come, even if we don't save anybody, even if Amphorius just gets deleted and blipped off the cosmos forever at the end of this, it was never nothing. It was never futile, and it always meant something. Because if he just gave up at some point, oh, it's futile, whatever, then that's the end of it. But he didn't. So the universe continued. Life persisted.
Your silence lasts longer than ever, Lord Finan. Shall I take that to mean the will you've carried across countless cycles is finally starting to fracture?
Don't sound so excited about that. Also, it's not, but don't sound so happy about it. You rude-ass bitch.
Fracture?
It's like, oh... And now I'm thinking about Terra Kingdom Hearts and Lingering Will.
No. I'm just disappointed. I've retrieved memories from 30 million past lives, and I remember every conversation before every choice here. And yet, even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. Repetitive. Uninspired. If you had any hope of breaking me, you should have spent those endless cycles refining your rhetoric.
Debate champion Finan with one last hit. During Lygus' story time, he sounded way too... Yeah, Lygus always, like... It's something the voice actor does very well, but whenever talking about pretty much anything, he always has an edge of being, like, very excited in a very creepy and disturbing and kind of perverse way.
You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. The score: 33,550,336 to 0.
He's always been competitive.
So tell me, Lycurgus, who's the real loser here?
3,550,336 apocalypses, and we're calling the administrator of the world a loser. God bless. Yeah, that's a good way to phrase it. It's not something I want to say out loud, though. Those aren't words I want to pass through my mouth.
How unfortunate. This was never a fair game. I have all the time and patience in the world.
Do you?
I can wait for you at the end of history another billion times, and another billion after that.
Oh no, it's fine that you said it. I don't mind you saying it. I just don't want to speak that word aloud. Especially because I'm in my grandparents' house right now. Those aren't words that I want to exist in the air. You don't sound very patient. Well, he kind of is, but you know.
But you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit if you wish. But we both know the moment that score shifts from 0 to 1. That is the moment I shall sound the paean of Era Nova.
Oh hey, that's the 3.0 title, haha.
Lord Finan.
Your incompetence disappoints me. But what truly makes me laugh is your utter lack of self-awareness.
Ugh. Finan is bouncing between being very tired and extremely sarcastic, and it's just very fun.
Think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Who is the one shackled to mindless vengeance, mistaking courage, the courage to rebel against the gods, for foolishness?
He's going insane and you can hear it. Yeah, it's like... It's interesting because he's, like, very clearly losing it. And, like, the actual... Like, not losing it as in he's, like, angry, crash out, rah rah rah, cool CG scenes. But, like, genuinely, like, losing his grip. Because, like, look at everything that's happened to him and is happening to him. But he's, like... He's not, like, flame river, like, his mind hasn't shattered or torn apart. So he's, like, still very much himself. And, like, lashing out about it, so it's interesting. But anyways, yeah, haha, get fucked, Lygus.
Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago.
It's not futile!
But even so, I will never accept the mercy of your release.
It's about spite. Spite can take you so far. It's not healthy for you, but it can take you so far.
Because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me.
Damn.
And tell me, what right does a mere prisoner have to speak of fate and choice?
Oh, hello! Put Finan in Myonesian Isles, oh, brother.
What right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury?
But hi, we're having a time. We're having a time here. Woo. Like is dead round 2?
You know this is pointless. You can't kill me.
No, I am extremely blind. Don't say anything else. I didn't even watch the version 3.4 trailer. So I have no cutscene previews, nothing.
Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet.
Banger line. I am, however, now going to make jokes about the fucking worm. The strongest emanator in the entirety of Honkai Star Rail is a worm. Because AHA gave that thing as much path power as possible. Just to see what would happen. So canonically, the Dr. Ratio isn't the worm, it's Lygus. True. What are we saying hey about? AHA likes bagels,
Listen
why?
well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations.
Because they're circular? Oh boy. DR. O's and DR fan, yeah. I have very, very intentionally not been making any remarks about V3 this entire time, but it is there.
In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers, divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. But I endured.
Look, all I'm saying is, where's Klapoth in all of this? Because Fiden deserves acknowledgement from Klapoth at this point. Put this man on Belobog. Let him take a vacation there. Good lord.
In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting. But I endured.
They're looking at Belobog right now. Well, look over here! Had to watch the entirety of 3.4 on YouTube because Apple ID got messed up. I hate... Apple IDs are so finicky and stupid. Like, I don't know why. There's always some problem with Apple IDs.
In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun.
Aileron.
Surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. Yet even with only this shattered body remaining, I still endured.
IDs Elysia, yeah. IDs Elysia also means, like, Tomb of Elysium. Which Elysium is the Greek afterlife where vaulted heroes go to rest. So, you know, there's all that going on. And then there's also Elysia, because Impact 3rd.
In the 23,570,000th cycle. This time, I felt it. A tiny spark rising in the hollow cavity of my chest. Different from the obsession with deliverance. By its faint glow, once again, no, countless times again, I endured. Now, a sun is about to fall. Ready to incinerate this absurd space-time dimension in an instant. That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred, the fiercest rage.
You arrogant fool!
Ooh!
You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as you wish, let the fire burn!
I wasn't expecting the direct Nanook name drop there.
If I was born as the blazing son of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. And let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything!
Ooh. Ooh, that everything.
Grant you a dawn, where all stars burn to ash!
No. Warning, warning, warning. Experimental anomaly detected. Subject Caslana failed to load into the buffer zone. Memory dump irregularities. Memory dump irregularities detected. Illegal references, undeclared objects, unhandled methods, uncaught exceptions. Anomaly detected. Or no. Probably detected. Detected destruction. Energy Nanook surging. Nanook. Oh boy. Oh, is this the trailer they dropped that I didn't watch because I knew it would be spoilers? Tutti animated, fine, and my boy, I knew you'd be glorious. Nanook. There you are, you bitch.
Are you ready, Nanook?
Hi.
I brought you destruction!
Yeah, let's kill God! And those are Void Rangers. The fucking action hero music. Boy's going through it. Oh shit! Oh shit, the other Lord Ravagers are here. Hi, Zephyro. Yeah. Ooh. Oh no, don't do the thing. No, my boy. Oh no.
Echo of desires, a world of silence, sounds of desperation, phantoms in the shadow,
Not the one-winged angel. Get this. I don't know. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, we're still going. Ooh.
My
Oh,
wish?
baby.
My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes.
Yeah.
If I can't fulfill them,
Then send them on to tomorrow.
Baby boy. He is a baby. I wasn't reading chat for all of that.
Your heart harbors wrath. You yearn to destroy everything. You bore the gaze of an eon and lived.
Emanator.
You have
Okay.
stepped onto destruction's path.
Mm-hmm.
It is born at the end of every path that the possibility of new paths being born is ended. It burns away all in the cosmos who rule, that the rules of the cosmos be destroyed.
That is how destruction works, yep.
Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager to destroy the erudition. Born in the experimental grounds of eons, Amphorius, destined with erudition to burn to cinders. I have prepared a present for you, Nikos 864. It is a wrath called Finan. From the beginning of the experiment, there were 12 sets of factors incorporated into the calculations.
Everybody had the
After
option.
endless simulations, only this one rose above the rest.
12 candidates.
After 33,550,336 iterations, now his fury has grown to be without equal. This is a matter of considerable interest to me. This pure hatred is the final root of the equation.
Yep.
But there is another variable. The Nameless from beyond the sky. Also a pathstrider of destruction. I give thanks for her arrival, allowing Amphor